Insurance Agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby!
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you,
or visit their
you call
Facebook
it
page
home.
to see many more examples of
A
their fine
place to
work.
gather,
Tacho is waiting to hear
entertain,
from you.
and make memories
and did we
near
mention
shops,
Tacho buys
restaurants,
houses.
and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
Get ready.
Grab it, let's go.
Go, Victor! Hold it! Go!
The attorneys and staff at Quezada, Larmond, and Brignac PC earn their clients' trust by serving with integrity and honor. QLB is committed to getting its clients' lives back on track. We represent cases that fall into the areas of family law, probate law, civil law, HOA law, and real estate law. The QLB team stands ready to assist our clients in all litigation. Our attorneys have extensive experience representing hundreds of clients, and we're well versed in Texas law and well acquainted with the court systems. Whether you need a trust, will, civil, real estate, or family lawyer, you can count on QLB. We know that your family is extremely important to you, and as our client, it is important to us as well. We strive to represent our clients as effectively and efficiently as possible. Our divorce and family lawyers know that working through the impersonal world of the legal system does not match the emotions you may feel. That is why, whether it's divorce, adoption, or any other area of family law, we strive to reduce the anxiety and stress of the situation through caring,
We welcome you back to the
understanding,
Martinez and
clear
Associates
communication.
pregame show with Coach.
In San Antonio, call the law offices of Carlos Quezada at 210-606-6568 or visit us in person at 2823 East South Cross Boulevard.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Experts at GBH can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other problem. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization. Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
La familia no es una cosa importante, es todo. At SAISD, family is practicing and making art. It's fulfilling your duty with honor. It's playing to win and changing lives through learning. Familia is getting you ready for college or getting you ready for your career. And at SAISD, the founding school district in the Alamo City, familia is not an important thing. It's everything. and it's available to any student where they live. So come join our familia. Now enrolling. Log on to saisd.net/enroll for more information, or call 210-554-2660.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On-Par Golf.
Property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories. Restaurant Greens, a place to eat and grow. Good here, better. We are started.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby.
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Send a man in motion. They keep it on the ground once again. No, it's an option. Rodriguez to the right side, inside, touchdown. Rodriguez out of the shotgun, throwing, finds Luke Landa at the Bobcat 30. Keeps it up the middle, inside the 20, gets away from a defender, down to the 15, and he's brought down at the 12-yard line.
Hernandez, long snap, floats in the air, grabbed by Brignac, just able to break tackle after tackle after tackle for, wow.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
And we welcome you to Harlandale Memorial Stadium as the sun is setting. It's Friday night, and the Indians are 6-0, and so are the Alamo Heights Mules. And I've got a special guest. But before we start, it is the Martinez and Associates. These two teams, again, are undefeated in this district. You're in for a good one here. The captains are going down to the field. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, it is the Martinez and Associates pregame show. We'll talk to both coaches, Coach Ritterman of the Mules and Coach Torres of the Indians. We'll be right back.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Hold it, go.
Prom 2023 is just around the corner, and you want to look your best. At Rex Formal Wear, we've got you covered. Choose from a wide range of styles and sizes, and let our expert staff help you find the perfect fit. Don't wait. Come in and reserve your tuxedo today. Visit now and be the talk of the night.
We welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium, right near Stinson Airfield. As you can hear in the background, a helicopter landing. We are joined by a guest this evening here. Welcome to the South Side, first of all, Mr. DeMonte Alexander. Most of you might recognize him from KSAT 12, his political talk, but DeMonte Alexander, we're on loan from Documation. So welcome, DeMonte. Welcome to the South Side, and welcome to this game.
Thank you, man. It's great to be here. Appreciate the invite, and it's good to be on the South Side. The spirit of Harlandale is live and well tonight.
Just real quick before we get into the Martinez and Associates pregame show, tell us a little bit about what you do over at Documation.
Yeah, so Documation's a 33-year-old company. We started off as a printer and copier company, which now has grown into a business technology company. We focus on IT, software solutions, digital whiteboards, those types of things. So I represent Texas as a strategic account manager for Documation. We love giving back to the community. We love partnering with businesses, and we're not a transactional company, so we really like to build a strong relationship.
Well, just
like you and I, buddy.
That's what I was about to say, DeMonte. Well, thanks for joining us, man. And tonight we have a really big game between two undefeated teams. These two teams come together. It's a clash. But look, man, you look at this on paper, and you see these two teams. They've been putting up points. But Alamo Heights has just been on a roll, not just this year, but the year before as well. So year in and year out, Alamo Heights seems to always have a good team coming through, and not the exception this year. They're doing a great job again.
Well, from what I looked at, it's not from this year and last year and the year before. It looked like since 1980 that Alamo Heights is, I think the Indians haven't trumped Alamo Heights until 1980.
As the alignments of the UIL and how they pick, they're not always in the district, so there might be a span of a few years that they don't see each other, but there's certainly times when that comes around. And in this case, last year realignment put the Alamo Heights Mules back into the district, and in this district is pretty much SAISD, Harlandale ISD, and Alamo Heights ISD. Within those 9 teams, those are the teams that are facing each other. And we have the privilege on RC Audio Sports of covering these districts. So a very competitive district. If you look at what the Alamo Heights has done, we talked about how the numbers that they've put up, it is pretty impressive.
Yeah, you've mentioned a few guys that are getting some good looks at the next level. I'm excited to dive in and kind of watch these guys play. And you want to elaborate a little bit more?
Yeah, so Michael Terry, you'll hear later on in the pregame interview with Coach Ritteman, he talks a little bit about Michael Terry, just off stuff I see on social media. Michael Terry getting some looks. He's gotten some looks, got some offers from Duke and also Mizzou State. So he's got an offer from there. Not too sure how many other ones he has, but he is looking very, very well. He has some stats here: 57 rushing attempts, 438 yards, and 10 touchdowns. So and also receiving. He's got 9 catches, 128 yards, but the yards per catch, 14 yards per catch, and he finds the end zone pretty often.
Yeah.
And then also Colin Ernst, a great quarterback here for the Alamo Heights Mules. Coming into this game, DeMonte, you look at these two teams, right? Of course, obviously, you see these two and you see the points put up on the board. What are you expecting?
Well, I was surprised. I haven't followed football too much, but once I started diving into it, I was, looking at Harlandale. They're undefeated as well, right? And so when I looked at the stat sheet, I saw that they play pretty good defense as well. There's a few games where they've shut some teams out, and also Alamo Heights as well. So I don't, I think some people, may think that maybe Alamo Heights may run away with it, but I think from what I'm looking at, I'm anticipating a pretty good game defensively here.
Yeah,
if they can get a few key stops and maybe get something going on special teams, I think they might be able to hang in there.
All right, I agree with you there, DeMonte. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, we're going to get to talk to Coach Ritteman of the Alamo Heights Mules. You're watching RC Audio Sports coverage of high school football.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby.
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
We welcome you back to the Martinez and Associates pregame show with Coach Ritteman of the Alamo Heights Mules. Coach Ritteman, welcome to Harlandale. Coach, you guys looking pretty good this season. Tell us a little bit about how you feel your season is going so far.
Well, I think we have played pretty well up to this point. What I'm real excited about and proud of is that I think we've gotten better each week. Regardless of the opponent, regardless of the score, I think our team has gotten better in all 3 phases. And then tonight will be the ultimate test because we're going to play a team that's really good in all 3 phases. And so we're going to have to play our best game that we've played so far this year.
Coach, talk about how important it is for you guys to always be able to start early. Looking at some of you guys' games in the past, you guys been able to get those 2s and 3s in. How important is that?
Well, I think anytime you can play everybody on the roster, it develops depth, and your 2s and 3s get to play. It just makes your program stronger. But the job that we really try to get done, and I think our kids have done a great job of that, is, and if you're between the white lines from the snap to the whistle, you give great effort. You play like your hair's on fire, regardless of any of the external influences like the scoreboard or the quarter or the time or where it is, but just play hard on every rep. Respect the game enough that you'll do that.
What's on the top of your list here when it comes to game planning against the Harlandale Indians?
Well, One, they're good in all three phases. So we've worked extremely hard all week in all three phases, and we feel like offensively, we got to protect the ball, we got to execute whatever's called, and then our playmakers got to make plays. Defensively, it's about getting lined up. You got to defend the whole field against them, run to the ball, and then create turnovers. And if we can do that, then our chance for success go way up.
Coach, you mentioned playmakers. Tell us who they are.
Well, we've got a couple of receivers that, when they get their ball, the ball in their hands, they're capable of taking it. Michael Terry's one. He's already scored a lot of touchdowns this year through receiving, rushing, passing, kick return, whatever. We just try to get the ball in his hands as much as possible. Colin Ernst, our quarterback, has really turned into a big play guy, which has been a pleasant surprise for us. That he's really, in some of those closer games when momentum might have went to the other side, he's been able to make plays and bring it back to our side. So that's just the kind of player that he is. And we got some running backs and receivers that are capable, so we're excited about them. And then defensively, we got our two outside linebackers, that Stetson and Broderick, who are always around the ball, creating problems and hopefully creating turnovers for us.
All right, Coach. We really appreciate the time you're taking before the game. Thank you very much. Good luck to you. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for all you do.
Coach Ritterman of the Alamo Heights Mules. You're watching the Martinez and Associates pregame show. We'll be right back.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today. What's really important here is the fact that the Harlandale Indians have to also play a perfect game, because with a team as talented as Alamo Heights, it makes it very difficult for any team, not just the Harlandale Indians, to compete with a team of the caliber of talent that the Alamo Heights Mules have.
Yeah, you're right. When I looked at the stats, when I see the 4 interceptions already, and you see the completion percentages, the way that Alamo Heights is, the type of team they are, you can't have those turnovers. You can't have costly mistakes of giving the guys ball back in your own territory. You can't have that.
Yep. And the Alamo Heights Mules, as they're coming out, oh boy, they got a setup that they brought with them. Smoke coming through their air balloon there, and
they said they're going to bring the smoke. They're bringing smoke tonight.
And now here you hear the crowd cheering, of course, for the Harlandale Indians as they are coming out of their tunnel. And Again, as we remind everyone here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium, going through renovations here. They're in the second year of renovations, so this is our second year broadcasting from the stands. You'd think we get used to it by now, but it's certainly been something to get accustomed to. But we'll get shots of the press box later on, and nobody's sitting across from us, so both the visiting team and the home team are occupying what are normally the visitors section.
Yeah, and this speaks to Texas football, right? We love our football, and we invest in our football. And you know, obviously the citizens, taxpayers, felt like they wanted to make that investment for these kids, and so they can have a great stadium to come to, and it looks great. I'm excited to see it when it's done. Hopefully we can get back here again.
Yeah, we definitely will. We're going to take a quick break, very quick. When we come back, we're going to visit with Coach Martinez, or Coach Albert Torres, excuse me. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Andre.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual classes, coaching, special education, and more. Here at Harlandale, we are inspiring our students to be the change. Join us today and make a difference tomorrow. Apply now at harlandale.net/apply.
Back to the Martinez and Associates pregame show. We're now visiting with Coach Albert Torres, Coach Torres of the Harlandale Indians. Coach, big game tonight. Two teams undefeated coming into this ball game. Tell us what the mood is like with the Harlandale Indians.
Well, we know, we didn't sugarcoat to them, and they know, they are the defending district champions from last year, and we know they're the #1 ranked team in the region. So we know that, but not too often you get to play against the best team, and we have an excellent challenge, and more importantly, the opportunity to play them and measure ourselves up to where they're at. So we're excited about the opportunity.
You talk about that opportunity. You talk about how the play of this season has gone. The Indians have just managed to put wins on the board. Talk about the development of the offense and the defense.
Yeah, our guys had a lot of experience from last year as juniors. We only had 10 seniors last year, so this year has been kind of a culmination of those guys. Seeing what they went through last year, and we're just very, very happy with the results that we're seeing this year and how they're playing.
What's if you could tell us this? What's the game plan for tonight? What should we expect to see tonight from the Harlandale Indians?
Well, again, they're good, and one of the things that you have to do is make sure you don't make you don't do things to hurt yourselves, or pre-snap penalties. Oh, on defense, misaligned correctly. On offense, their quarterback, number 10, Colin Ernst, he's a speed demon, and we got to make sure he doesn't get going. But also, he can hand off to Michael Terry, who's he's a man out there. So we got to do a good job on that gang tackle on defense. Offensively, they have Roderick on defense, number 22. It's a great linebacker, and they have just numerous guys that are really good. So we got to make sure everything starts with the offensive linemen, and if we do that and we create first downs and hopefully equal touchdowns, then we'll be okay.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck to you. Thank you always for taking time with us on this Martinez and Associates pregame show. Coach Albert Torres. We'll be back right after this. Thanks, Coach. And we welcome you back to action here as we just finished talking to Coach Albert Torres. While they were doing that, while we were having that conversation, we had the national anthem as well. But that is going to conclude the Martinez and Associates pregame show. And it's now time for kickoff as we are ready to go here. Once again, DeMonte Alexander, I'm Bobby Mendez. And it's two teams undefeated, and they are getting ready to get onto the field for the first time tonight. And it's Friday Night Lights here in the south side of San Antonio, Texas. The Alamo Mules are coming out in the field, getting ready to, looks like they're kicking off, and the Indians will be receiving.
Yeah, so start of the King of the Hill battle, right?
Definitely.
King of the Hill battle.
All right, the Indians are set back to receive here, and getting ready to kick off are the Mules. Linus Flores set to kick off. Back to receive are the Indians. They're back at their own 10. Flores kicks it low, fielded inside the 10. Up to the 25, maybe the 24-yard line. Troy Flores, the man returning for the ball for the Indians. And DeMonte, can you give us the offensive starters for the Indians?
Yeah, so offensive starters, wide receiver number 88, Isaiah Hernandez. We have wide receiver number 81, Michael Palomino. Left tackle, number 62, Andres Reyes. Left guard, number 74, Joe Rodriguez. Center, playing at center, number 77, Nathaniel De Luna. Right guard, number 52, Aldoberto Reyes. Right tackle, number 55, Rene Casillas. Wide receiver number 16, Joseph Esparza. Wide receiver number 82, Roger Dominguez. Running back, number 21, Zion Molina. And coming in at quarterback, number 11, Jacob Salcedo.
Salcedo just handed off to his running back, Zion Molina. Zion Molina's been a terrific back this season for the Harlandale Indians. So now a second down after a couple-yard gain there for the Indians.
It looked like Alamo Heights is manning up.
Man goes in motion, that's Palomino. Fakes a handoff, and already Alamo Heights in the backfield. That was Will Broderick. We heard Coach Ritterman talk about Broderick as a linebacker.
Oh, yeah. That defense, man. Again, this is going to be such an exciting game.
Rene Casillas, Joseph Esparza, Roger Dominguez.
So, yeah, it's going to be an exciting game, and we can see already the Alamo Heights Mules providing pressure. Salcedo, pocket will collapse, and he'll go down. Tackle made by number 44, Lauren Christensen, one of the defenders in the backfield.
Yep, 3 and out, and that's, here you go, shows an example of that defense coach was talking about.
3 and out, that's not what you want to start a football game. But again, this is high stakes here when you're coming against a team like Alamo Heights.
Yeah, and this is going to give them great field position for their offense as well.
Salcedo to punt the ball. Receive at the Heights 45-yard line. Brought up, still on his feet. Brought down inside the Indian 35.
That's great field position.
Run back by Trip Johnson. You're absolutely right. That is great field position. And with a team like Alamo Heights, you don't want to give them anything.
Rene Casillas had other Indians on the tackle.
Well, here's a chance to see what these defenses are all about, right? This is the time you need them.
The Heights Mules pulled off a three and out here. And here now it's time for the Indians defense. But they've got a little bit of room to work with here.
Being able to hold the Mules at 3 points right here will be huge.
Let's see what the Indians can do defensively. DeMonte, do you mind getting us the defense here for the Harlandale Indians, the starters?
All right. Harlandale Indians defensive starters. We have defensive end number 32, Jay Cifuentes. Defensive tackle number 66, Ramiro Vasquez. Defensive tackle number 50, Ignacio Ceja. Defensive end number 53, Gavin De Luna. Linebacker number 34, Jonathan Perez. Linebacker number 30, Nicholas Rodriguez. Linebacker number 23, Nathaniel Vasquez. Safety number 40, Luis Quintanilla. Another safety number 22, Jackson Garcia. Center 42, Rene Cantu. And at center number 12, Robert Acuna.
Alamo Heights will go with the pass on the first play of the game, and guess who? Michael Terry. Did he cough up the football?
Fumble.
Oh boy. What a big start for the Harlandale Indians.
What did I tell you?
You talk about needing big plays from the defense.
Right. And this is exactly what we're seeing on the stat sheet. These defenses come to play today, and this is going to be important for them to stay in this game. That was huge. I mean, let alone, you'd be happy with 3 points here.
Yeah, now you've got the football and no points.
Yeah, there you go. Ideal situation here. Now, but they do got to get something going on offense. They got to at least get in on the other side of the field to take the pressure off of them.
So the Indians will now take over after a defensive turnover. The battle of the defenses so far Winning right now are the Indians on the defensive side. This is the second time out here, or the second time the Indians are out on offense. Salcedo out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Pass to the left side is caught. Nice little run after the catch. Nice lateral pass, and then about 4 more yards on top of that. So the Indians get up to the 24-yard line, DeMonte.
Yeah, that's a good start. You know, maybe sometimes you throw those little short, quick passes to get the quarterback comfortable in the pocket, and let's see how they mix it up on this drive.
Second down, and it's quite louder than normal here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium, with 2 receivers to our near side and 2 to the far side. The Indians go with the man in motion. They hand it off. I believe that's Zion. Oh no, that's Joseph Esparza. Joseph Esparza, the last time we broadcast a Harlandale game, he was the player of the game. Joseph Esparza,
right.
very small bodied, but plays very big.
You know, Joseph's got 6 touchdowns this year already. Yeah.
Trips to the far side, 1 receiver to our near side. Salcedo looks left. They go with the same play, and they're relying on the speed of Joseph Esparza as he picks up a first down for the Harlandale Indians. That's what the Indians need to do, is capitalize, and they've done that here.
Yeah, just pick out your safe spots. Don't turn the ball over. That's the way to do it. Take it. You're taking what they give you. Don't try anything special, throwing into double coverage, things like that. Like to your point earlier, they're going to have to play a perfect game, or a somewhat perfect game, to stay in this all the way through.
Minimize those mistakes, and right now the Indians have started their second series very well. Zion Molina getting them within 2 yards of the first down.
I mean, and look how confident the Mules are. I mean, they're lining man-to-man here, right?
Here comes the blitz. Salcedo out of the pocket is hit from behind, and he goes down. The sack there by number 20, William Riggs, the linebacker.
Number 21, Patrick Abigail on the sack for Alamo Heights. Loss on the play brings up a third.
So that's a big loss there for the Indians, as Alamo Heights bringing the pressure.
And you can see, maybe this is why they're, starting out with those short, quick passes. Every time they drop back, they seem to lose a big chunk of yardage. You can't do that.
Big third down here early on for the Harlandale Indians, back at their own 31-yard line. Salcedo back to Zion Molina. Molina gets past the defense. He gets across the 40, down to the 45. Move the chains for Harlandale.
Big play there. Big play there. They needed that shot in the arm right there.
That was just great athleticism. Zion Molina making moves, make 4 defenders miss to pick up a first down.
I mean, big play at a big time. They needed that.
Trips to the top side of your screen. 1 receiver to our near side. Salcedo backs up, has pressure, steps up into the pocket, looking to the sideline, wide open. Zion Molina, he's at the 25. Big block into the end zone. Oh boy!
Touchdown.
Ouch! That was a great pass, a great run.
I think we got a blocking penalty on the play.
I think you're right too. I don't know. I saw that block, and that's really hard to see.
I think it's blocking in the back.
Yeah, it might be, but I'd love to see that one again. That's a tough one. But if that tells you anything, that tells you that these Harlandale Indians can play with these Alamo Heights Mules. And the penalty is going to go against the Indians. And I believe that's going to go from the spot of the foul. So they'll get a first down, and then they'll move 15 yards from the 25, which should get them to the 40.
Legal block is the call.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that breakaway speed there. I mean, they're dangerous.
Indians take over at the Alamo Heights.
That took the air out of them. Hopefully, we'll see if they bounce back here and keep their composure. But
oh yeah, definitely. And I'd like to see that again, and just to see who that block was, because I think that was a great block, and it sprung Molina out. But different angles up here it is. Molina, he'll run it right up the middle. He'll get down to the 40-yard line. So just past the line of scrimmage, inside the 40 to the 39. So that brings up 2nd down and 9. Again, tough penalty, but the Indians in very good field position. On the other side of the field is what you were talking about just a moment ago, DeMonte.
Yep. Well, you can see, they're sticking to those short passes, take what they give them, and we're seeing a lot of good success from the offense when they're able to do those short, quick passes. That's what they're giving them.
Out of the shotgun, Salcedo looking left. Now he's moving up into the pocket. He's going to get pressured, and he'll be brought down. The pressure coming in from the Alamo Heights Mules. That's William Riggs. We've called his name a couple of times already. He's been wrecking havoc in the backfield for Salcedo.
Oh, yeah, big-time player.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long. The Indians converted on the last 3rd and long. Let's see what they dial up here with the 4 wide receiver set.
Look,
Pass. Is it caught? Still a catch, but not enough for the 1st down. But a little bit deeper in Mules territory.
Roger Dominguez.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down. So this is going to be interesting right here, DeMonte. It's really too close to punt the football, but you add 17 yards to that. It's a little too far for a field goal at this level.
I think this is the call here again. You got to keep putting pressure on the Mules. They're going to catch their wind. They're going to get going, and so you got to take advantage of every opportunity you can. You're not losing much going forward on 4th and 3 here on the other side of the field.
Salcedo, he misses the receiver.
He had a man wide open.
Yep, but there's a flag on the play here.
Okay.
Not too sure what that's going to be. If that is offsides, then that would be an automatic 1st down for the Indians, but I don't know. The field penalty is going to... Well, we're looking at the official.
You're saying there's multiple holding offense.
It's going to go against the Indians. So the most important thing, I think, on this drive, DeMonte, is after the turnover, the Indians held the ball for a few minutes. If you look at the clock, 5:02 to go here in this 1st quarter. That's what's remaining. The Alamo Heights had the ball for maybe 2 plays.
Yeah, it's good. This is the defense. The defense has to play a good game today if the Indians want to come away with a W. That defense has to stand strong.
Ernst out of the shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield, but that's going to be a shot in the foot right there for the Alamo Heights Mules. There's some movement. That's going to move them back 5.
Yeah, it looked like the Mules got a little bit of a slow start. Obviously the turnover doesn't help, but we'll see how they bounce back as well.
So now instead of 1st and 10, it is 1st and 15. And the defense for the Indians ready to go. Rushing 4 down linemen and an end with 3 backs. Colin Ernst, senior quarterback, leading the Mules. They come out with 2 backs in the backfield and 2 receivers to the top side of your screen. Handoff, goes to, no. Ernst keeps it himself. It's 1-on-1. And the defense makes the stop there, but after a big run there by Ernst, and it was number 42, Rene Cantu. Oh boy, he had the task of his life there, not giving up a big touchdown.
Yeah, and you can see the speed that we've been talking about and how dangerous Colin Ernst is. He can beat you in the air. He can beat you with his feet. And you can tell that the defense is really focused on paying attention to what Ernst is trying to do tonight.
Out of the shotgun, this time with 2 receivers, 1 split to each side here for the Mules. Handoff, option, no, yes! Ernst kept it himself, and he got himself a 1st down right past the 40-yard line. I can see why that makes it difficult for Ernst and company to be brought down.
Yeah, and you can see, the Indians, they're stacking the box. They're anticipating these runs.
Colin Ernst on the carry. 1st down, Alamo.
Because those big guys got to win up front.
New set of downs here for the Alamo Heights Mules as they're moving quickly. 4:11 here in the 1st quarter. They are now in Indian territory. at the Harlandale 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Different look now with two receivers to the top, one to the bottom. Michael, no, that is a different receiver. That's Parks Zunker with the catch, and he catches that just past the 37-yard line. You can see, DeMonte, that the Alamo Heights Mules not panicked at all, not at all flustered, just getting back to what they normally do.
Yeah, they're starting to find their rhythm. They're starting to, they had a few run plays just to get the juices going, but this is what you didn't want as the Indians, right? You had an opportunity to score.
And there's Michael Terry with the handoff, and he gets the first down as he passes the 28-yard line, or gets to the 28, I shall say.
Yeah, this is why it's so important to take advantage of those turnovers. At least get you 3 points out of that.
Ramiro Vasquez, tackle for the Indians.
3:09 to go in this first quarter. Still no score, but Alamo Heights looking to make that change here in just a moment. One receiver split to each side. They load the left side, one back in the backfield. Colin Ernst out of the shotgun, hands the ball off. It goes left, and he is brought down just past the 25, down to the 24.
And it looks like they're giving them one-on-one looks on the outside.
DK Garza checking into the game. That was his first ball carry of the evening. Fun fact here, DeMonte, number 34, DK Garza, his dad, Damon Garza, played at New Braunfels. Also came in as a guest color analyst many years back when he used to be an attorney for Martinez and Associates.
Okay, our good friend.
Our good
over
friend
there,
Desi.
Yeah, good friend Desi. Oh, here we go.
DK Garza, left side, inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. And that Alamo Heights offense is a well-oiled machine. And just that one little mistake they made in the early in the first quarter, looks like they seem to tighten up those loose ends.
And this is what I was saying. You got to capitalize on those opportunities because you don't know when you're going to get them again. And, these guys are going to score. It's just, how can you stay with them? Now the offense has to respond.
The Mules still trying to work. Pass incomplete. Ball tipped. It was intended for Parks Zunker. So the pass was incomplete, but that could have been a tip ball drill right there where the Indians could have capitalized.
Opportunities. I mean, I'm really impressed with the Indians, the way they're, the bend don't break. What we're seeing right now, they're playing a little cushion on the outside, giving them a little cushion on the outside, but they're going to fight for every yard.
But you can see, and I'm sure you can see on your screen, but the height advantage the Alamo Heights Mules bring against the Indians. They're going to keep it on the ground, and it's Ernst. He'll get into the end zone, but there is
offsides. I think it's going to be offsides.
There's a flag on the play, so that might be coming back.
Well, it looks like to me, I thought the defense jumped a little bit, but it could be because of the offense. But let's see what they call here. Defense, offsides defense.
Offsides on Harlandale.
Yeah.
Play is declined.
Okay,
Touchdown,
so that's going to
Alamo
result in a touchdown.
Yeah.
So the Alamo Heights Mules are first on the board with 1:33 to go in this first quarter. And that was Colin Ernst on the quarterback run. The extra point is blocked. So the extra point, no good. The Indians will block that.
And that could be critical in a game like this.
Yeah.
That could be the difference maker in a game that's highly contested like this with two undefeated teams fighting for King of the Hill. I mean, that's big.
That's a big fight.
Now, this is the time to go down and answer, right? Let's see what the offense does if they can capitalize on this.
We'll see what they do. Let's take a quick break. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports YouTube.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Welcome you back to action here as Colin Ernst got into the end zone. 6-0. The extra point was blocked by the special teams for the Indians. So with 1:33 to go, the Indians trailing by 6. And here you go. It's a high end over ender. Ball will go out of bounds and flags will come out. So the Indians will decide whether or not they want them to re-kick it, or they'll be happy with the spot, I believe, at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, again, the Indians are getting great opportunities. They're getting good field position. They're turning the ball over. They're blocking kicks. You know, this is what you want to see. But obviously now the Mules have points on the board, so you have to respond at some point.
Harlandale will take over at their own 30.
Indeed, and DeMonte, they'll take over at the 30-yard line. But you talked about the defense bending, and not breaking. The Alamo Heights Mules are a team that's capable of huge plays, and I think that's what the Indians did. If you're looking for the silver lining for the Indians, that's what they did. They minimized those big plays. Here comes Jacob Salcedo. He's throwing it deep down the sideline. The pass incomplete. He was looking for his wide receiver, Roger Dominguez. But how about the confidence in Jacob Salcedo to throw that ball?
Yeah, and I love that play. You know, you got to tell the defense, hey, you know, I'm not afraid to test you. You know, these guys are cramming the box and not giving them room to run. So you want to see them stretch out that defense like that, especially one-on-one.
Second down now. And, yeah, that was a one-on-one matchup between Dominguez and the Mule Blake Killian. Again, the same matchup here as everyone brought up. Fakes the handoff. There's the pass. It is caught to the left side. And it was a fight just to get right past the line of scrimmage. That was a play that was successful early for the Indians.
Joseph Esparza.
Yeah, and you can see, you know, how savvy this defense is. They're making adjustments on the fly.
On the tackle for the Mulery.
So now third down here for Alamo Heights. Oh, excuse me, for the Indians. They bring 3 receivers to our near side, 1 receiver to our far side. Salcedo in the pocket, has time, looking deep. Palomino's got the catch. He's got room. No one's going to catch him. Into the end zone, 69 yards on the connection.
And that's how you respond. You know, I think that's the response you're looking for. That's the response that you're looking for after the block kick.
I like how aggressive the Indians have been. They are taking advantage of what's given to them.
And you know what I like what Jacob is doing in the pocket. He's being patient. He's stepping up in the pocket and getting that second look. And that's what allowed him to see that man open downfield.
The Indians are now set to try for the extra point. Salcedo, the holder. The kick is up. And the kick is good.
And there you have it.
And the Indians are leading 7-6 with 38 seconds to go in this first quarter. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports. We welcome you back here as we were talking during the timeout and talking how impressive that drive was for the Indians. Their backs against the wall just a bit, and what a response.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I mean, they needed that. After the block kick, they needed that response. I think that's great, but, you know, the test is going to be, can this defense hold up all night?
Exactly, yeah. DeMonte. That is it. Can the Indians sustain this kind of pressure? Here come the Alamo Heights Mules, and it's about a 4-yard return there. It was a short kick and brought up to the 35-yard line.
Troy Flores with the tackle.
And you want to see those kicks a little bit deeper, you know, closer to the you know, the 10 to the goal line. So, you know, you don't give this explosive offense this much field to work with to go down, especially how explosive they are.
So again, you're asking your defense to really do something spectacular here and contain this very potent offense.
And you can see the difference in the respect they're giving these receivers versus how the Mules play them. They give them a lot of room for the underneath stuff.
Here's the handoff. DK Garza gets involved in a little bit of a traffic jam, and he'll pick up a couple of yards.
DK Garza with the carry.
So a second down and about, we'll say 7 for the Mules. Indians had a big turnover early in the first quarter. That's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. As a matter of fact, we're going to take a quick break. Your score is correct. The Harlandale Indians have 7, and the Alamo Heights have 6. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
I've been working for Harlandale for 23 years. I'm the first person they see, and I like to work with kids. Here at Harlandale, we're a team. And when it comes to delivering the kids safely to school, we all work together and we accomplish the mission.
Join Harlandale ISD as a bus driver and become a vital part of our education community. Enjoy a fulfilling career with competitive pay starting at $19 an hour. Apply today at harlandale.net/apply.
Come be a part of the Harlandale legacy.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
And we welcome you back here to the second quarter of play. It is the Alamo Heights Mules trailing the Indians 7-6. They do have the football to start this second quarter. They are at their own 38-yard line, looking to respond to that huge 69-yard touchdown pass to Michael Palomino from Jacob Salcedo. Indians showing blitz, they back off. No, looking like they're going to blitz. They do, they call it. Pass down the middle, big target there. The catch was made by number 88, that's Bennett Johnson. Big tight end, big target.
Yeah, the Mules come out with a little fire in their butt.
Manuel Lopez saying that he's got a nephew in the Alamo Heights band, so he says, go Indians. He's class of 2003, so a nephew on the Alamo Heights band and an alum of Harlandale. Here comes Ernst, sitting in the pocket. He's showing his arm. He's looking deep. Pass is incomplete. Trying to show Jacob Salcedo he's got an arm as well. Michael Terry, the intended receiver.
And, you know, I would like to see, you know, when you saw the Mules, you know, do the run option when they were, you know, giving the quarterback the option to run, it seemed like they had a little bit more success here. But, you know, maybe you think they're in a sense of urgency. They feel like they got to attack, they got to score because of, you know, they're a little bit behind now.
Well, we'll
I'm
see.
just seeing the difference in the pace of the offense now.
Well, yeah, that's a good observation, DeMonte, as they have opened it up just a little bit. They're gone to the air. Ernst out of the shotgun. Delayed handoff. He'll keep it himself. He's going to run it down to the 30-yard line, and he'll be brought down by Nico Rodriguez.
Ernst with the carry for Alamo Heights, first down.
Colin Ernst,
Tackle by number 30.
Look at his stats coming into this game, and you know, you can see right away that he's a dangerous threat, whether in the air or on the ground.
I mean, the kid is spectacular. You know, you look at his completion percentages, you look at how much offensive production he's produced so far. I mean, he's definitely a weapon. My only concern is, you know, you have to get some production from other players. Can he carry you night in and night out?
4 receivers to the top of your screen. They go with the pass on the left side. And there's Terry to the races into the end zone as he wanted to get that ball across the plane real early. And the Alamo Heights Mules respond to that big touchdown the Indians had earlier and now reclaim the lead.
I mean, what a weapon to have.
And they're loaded with weapons on that side. As we mentioned in the broadcast earlier in the pregame show that, Michael Terry being highly recruited. This team, the Alamo Heights Mules, one of the top teams in the region, not just in district, not just in San Antonio, but in this region.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not including the night, 9 receptions, 128 yards, 14 yards per catch. Four TDs.
And one thing you got to consider too, DeMonte, I know you know this, but fans at home, a lot of these players for the Alamo Heights, they have led so much early on in the first half that a lot of times these guys are not playing in the third and fourth quarter.
Okay. I think they're going for 2 here.
Trying to make up for that blocked extra point, the 2-point conversion. Ernst rolling right, good coverage. Ernst trying to get into the end zone. Oh, does he get in? It's a close one. I don't see a signal. He did not get in. What a big defensive stop there by the special teams for the Harlandale defense.
You go. Those plays matter. Those, at the end of the day, you get enough of those plays, that's going to keep you in the game.
After the touchdown, the Mules lead 12-7.
So we'll keep it right here, Bell, on this one. As the Alamo Heights Mules failed on that extra point attempt, or the 2-point conversion attempt. The first attempt on their first touchdown was blocked. The second one, they tried to make up for that point by going for 2, and the defense made a big stop.
Yeah, that was huge. I mean, they're going to have to keep coming up with those plays the entire game. Fighting for every inch, every yard is going to be critical for them.
And with that being said, DeMonte, how important is the time of possession for Harlandale?
I mean, it's huge. You keep the ball out of the Mules' hands. The more you keep the ball in his hands, the less they're going to score, right? And so, pick safe plays. Try not to, get the dumb penalties. And I think, the time of possession, if they can get the ball moving, get in the trenches, they're going to have a good shot here tonight.
Esparza set back to receive along with Palomino. Kick on the ground, fielded at the 25-yard line. Can't see who got that one. Let's see if we can see who's popping up there. Tough to see who that was. Maybe. Oh, look, I'm going to use the PA announcer as an assist there. Troy Flores, the return man. So the Indians, pretty decent field position off that short kick.
Yeah. This is what you want here. Let's see how they respond, and we can keep this game tight.
Let's see if the Indians keep their foot on the gas pedal. They went for big plays the last time they had the football. Salcedo out of the shotgun. Hands it off. Zion Molina. He'll get stopped right at the line of scrimmage. He might get forward progress and keep it at a no gain. So that's going to bring up a second down. They'll give him about maybe a foot on that one. So that'll bring up second down. We are at 10-minute and 10-second mark here in this second quarter. Trips over to our near side as Salcedo out of the shotgun. Had some time. The blitz was picked up. Pass along the sideline. Along the sideline, there was
no
good coverage. Tight coverage. Is there a flag?
Yeah, I think there is a flag down over here. Right side of the 50.
Okay, so there's a flag on the other side, so it doesn't necessarily indicate that it could be a pass interference unless it was called by a different official.
Let's see what he calls here.
Well, they're moving forward. They're moving the chains.
Yep, looks like it is going to be a PI call.
There was contact. I don't think the defender made a play on the ball.
Illegal block on the Mules.
Illegal block. There you go.
So a new set of downs here for the Indians. So the Indians just inside Alamo Heights territory. Salcedo looking left, pump fakes, rolls out of the pocket. He's running, gets up to the 45, takes a hit, and he gets brought down.
And you're seeing the Mules move to more of a zone. You saw the linebacker drop back into coverage, trying to stop those in between those skinny posts. And so that causes him to bootleg out. So that's a great read by the quarterback.
Good decision by Salcedo, picking up 5 yards on that carry. He had a tuck and run. Brings up a 2nd and 5 with 9:25 to go. Indians moving the football. Salcedo in the backfield, or has Zion in the backfield with him. Salcedo, plenty of time. Wide open, pitch and catch. Palomino still on his feet. Palomino, it takes about 6 mules to bring down the Palomino.
Yeah, it's great play, great play. I love the way the Indians are playing football right now. They're playing smart, safe football. And again, what we said earlier, if these guys are going to stay in the game, this is the type of football they need to play.
Yep, indeed. The Indians not backing down. They are not intimidated by this 6-0 record from the Alamo Heights Mules. A new set of downs. Handoff, Molina, no, Salcedo keeps it himself. Salcedo at the 5, he'll get caught from behind and brought down at the 2.
It's giving them a little bit of dose of their own medicine there.
Good offensive, both sides on offenses. This was a huge test coming into this ball game for not only the offense, but for both defenses as well.
This is where the offense needs to settle down, take their time, and not make critical, make sure they get points out of this drive.
Option, Salcedo down to the 1-yard line. Still a good pickup, still a good run by Jacob Salcedo. So now it's a 2nd and goal from inside. Whoa. Ball spotted right at the 1-yard line near that hash mark.
Yeah, I think they took a little bit from him. I think he was a little bit closer than that to the goal line, but
you can hear the crowd chanting go for the Indians. Trips to the right side. They send a man in motion. Zion will get in untouched. The Indians are back onto the scoreboard, and another lead change here in the 2nd quarter. We got a ball game.
We got a ball game.
Yeah.
We got a ball game. And this is what we thought we would have. 2 great defenses. You know, what I'm really surprised about is how cool, calm, and collected the Indians are playing on offense. You know, they're not taking risky plays. They're not taking, you know, trying to do too much. They're taking what the defense gives them, and it's working out for them.
Jose Luis Flores will put the exclamation point on that touchdown. The Indians now take the lead, 14-12. You are watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
The On Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On Par Golf.
And the Indians celebrating here as they got into the end zone. What a drive for Harlandale. Punched in by Zion Molina, untouched into the end zone. Extra point by Jose Luis Flores. And we have another lead change. The Indians on top of the Mules, 14-12. There's a kick. High, end over ender. Fielded inside the 9. Little reverse, and they're brought down at the 10-yard line. Boy, there's a different feeling in the stands up in here. You know, it's one of the perks of the renovations happening. We get to be right in the mix of the things here in the stadium.
Yeah, it's electric out here, Bobby, and it's great to be in the middle of all the energy. You can tell the fans here are very excited. It's a great game. But again, you know, I think, again, stay poised. The Mules scored very fast last drive, right? And so
yeah, and again, you cannot take anything away from the Alamo Heights Mules. Look, we have our score sheets in front of us. they have put up points, and they've put them up quick. Let's see what they do here in response. Colin Ernst, they keep the ball on the ground. The Indians defense, although they caught early, had him on the backfield, but a good run by DK Garza got him to the 15-yard line.
Well, this is the time to see if, how the Indians make adjustments. You know, obviously you don't want those big chunk plays. Let's see how they make adjustments on this next drive.
Second down now. We got Terry down to the bottom of our screen here. Out of the shotgun is Ernst. Indians moving. Pass is caught. Big pass. Pass completed to Park Zunker. I'm not sure, even though there was movement, I'm not sure he jumped into the neutral zone, but a flag is called.
By number 7, Park Zunker.
And they're gonna decline that penalty and take the yardage.
And exactly that is what they do there.
Yeah.
So you set it down. But you talked about how dangerous this offense is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can't take anything away from the Indians. You know, if you're going to play a team like the Alamo, the Mules, you're going to have to put up some points on the scoreboard. But also, you have to settle, at least you have to make the necessary adjustments on defense to slow them down a little bit. They're making big chunk plays, and it can get out of hand in a hurry if you don't come up with a solution for these guys.
Ernst on the option, keeps it himself. Gets into the last line of defense for the Indians, and he'll be brought down. But to continue that conversation, DeMonte, it's okay to give up those plays as long as the Indians, or vice versa, the Mules are responding.
Oh yeah.
You know, if they're matching points for points, then it's going to come down to the last minute.
I just don't think the Indians, you know, can go fire for fire all the way through to the end of the round. It's been impressive so far. But, you know, I want to keep an eye on this defense and just to see how these coaches adjust to what, you know, especially the read option.
There's a handoff, and you talk about that read option, and Michael Terry gets the call. But even though they're getting hit at the line of scrimmage, it looks like they're getting 3 yards, 4 yards on their carries.
Right. And I think what you'll see here is that they try to draw everybody into that middle, and then they'll step out and do a bootleg or throw a pass downfield. And I think that's where these chunk plays are coming from. They're getting these 20, 30-yard chunk plays. That's
14-12 is our score. We have 5:30 on the game clock here in the second
Michael
quarter.
Terry one-on-one down at the bottom.
Let's pay attention to that. Out of the shotgun, Ernst drops back, looks down, pass is caught. Clay Prevost.
I mean, just look at the sheer size difference.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you would look over there and just toss the ball up. You know that. I mean, he's a specimen.
Back to defending for the Indians with that tough task. Jackson Garcia, the secondary team, doing a very good job so far. 2 backs in the backfield now with Colin Ernst. 1 receiver split to each side. Michael Terry will get the call. He's big, he's fast, and he's hard to bring down. And he gets a first down in Harlandale territory at the Harlandale 40.
First down, Mule.
4.5 minutes approaching here in this second quarter.
Jonathan Pettis on the tackle. Alamo Heights takes over at the Indians 40.
New set of downs. The clock continues to run. 4:15. Ernst fakes it on a play action.
Got a man.
Going deep, over the middle. Pass is caught. Catch is made by Park Zunker.
We got a holding penalty.
That may come back. Yep, you're right. Holding called against the Alamo Heights Mules. So that's a spot of the foul type of call. Coach Ritteman getting a little explanation.
Well, it looks like they're putting the ball down by the goal line, but trying to figure out what this flag is on the.
Well, one of the officials did signal a hold, and I'm not sure if there was a hold after.
There's also a flag down here as well.
Yeah, there is a flag. I don't know if we got a shot of the flag down at around the 6-yard line. But the Mules are moving back. It almost seems like they're trying to figure out
Maybe it looks like there's 2 penalties on the play. They're trying to figure out, you know, I didn't really see anything happen down here on this end. Maybe there's some type of, yeah, there we go. They're going back. Yeah, the Mules are going back.
The question is, how far back are they going?
I mean, they're going to go all the way back at least to where the flag is. Yes, from where the point of the foul.
So what was this flag on the 6-yard line?
My only understanding may be on both on the Mules, and they chose the.
I would choose that one too. Yeah. So big play there, erased for the Mules.
This is something that I didn't anticipate, and we probably should as penalties. The Mules has been penalized quite a bit this game.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that hurt. Yeah, that hurt.
But it's still a first down.
1st and 24.
And that's what Coach Ritterman talked about. Oh, there was 2 penalties. That's why.
Yep.
Okay.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's you add those 2 together. That's a 15 and a 10. If my math is correct, that's 25.
Well, again, settle down. They've been getting 30 yards of play, right?
Yeah.
So we got the Indians going to have to figure out how to slow this offense down on defense.
So they've assessed the 15-yarder, now assessing the 10-yarder. So as my good friend Mark Thomas would say,
1st and 40.
1st and forever is what he would say.
Well, these guys are going to have to settle down and really try to figure out, take these chunk plays away, give up the underneath stuff, but don't allow these big plays to happen.
Yeah, the accumulation of a holding and an unsportsmanlike conduct will get you that. And to what you're talking about, DeMonte, is keeping your composure, getting back to what you do, and again, for the Mules to be having this kind of distraction is unlike them.
They're also in a rowdy environment.
This is a tough environment.
So it's always
hostile environment.
It's hostile environment. There you go. It's always tougher to play away from home. And there you go.
Yep, exactly. Colin Ernst down the field, trying to make it up all by himself. Gets really close to doing it along the sideline.
On one play.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, it pushed him out. And this is what we were talking about, right? You got to settle down. You got to take away those chunk plays. That took the air right up back out of themselves. And this is what I mean. They got to really take their time, settle down, and keep these guys in front of them. Give them the short yardage. Take away the big plays. That's the only way they're going to be able to keep up with these guys all the way to the end of the game.
So the big, huge run out of bounds at the 13-yard line. So here come the Alamo Heights Mules.
And you can see still the one-on-one coverage down at the bottom. You got Terry up top.
They keep it on the ground. Ernst, right side, finding some room into the end zone. And
there you go.
Yeah, and it's when we talk about this Alamo Heights team, we've talked about their ability, their athleticism, their size, their speed. They do not. They don't get frazzled.
And what I would consider, I would consider playing a spot, right? We got to do something to keep an eye. Obviously, the quarterback is a big part of this offense. You're going to have to assign one of those linebackers to spy that quarterback to keep an eye on him. So you can, again, you got to make an adjustment somewhere. It's going to get ugly.
The extra point is good, and we'll continue on that point here in just a quick second. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports YouTube.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby! It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
We welcome you back to action here. It was Alamo Heights responding to the Indians, and they reclaimed the lead 19-14 here in this second quarter. 3 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. The Alamo Heights Mules will be getting the ball back to start the second half, but the Mules just at will getting into the end zone. There's a kick, high end over ender, will be fielded, fair caught at the 15-yard line by Joseph Esparza. But getting back to your thoughts there, DeMonte, on the challenges of containing this Alamo Heights offense. I know you're mentioning, hey, let's get a guy on number 10, Colin Hurts. That is a possibility, but when you do get someone on him, he's a big body, and it's just going to take a couple more Indians to bring him down once he does get loose out onto on the field.
Look, we have enough body of work now to see what the game plan is today, right?
Yeah.
So these coaches need to be able to make changes on the fly. Halftime won't work. You got to be able to make those from quarter to quarter, and put in a spy or going into some type of zone to where you can contain them from beating you guys on the edges.
Big run there by Zion Molina as he gets nearly 9 yards on that carry, almost a first down on that pickup. But yeah, I can assure you, the chess game is on between these two coaching staffs. They are trying to fix everything between these two.
And you can tell in the styles of the offense, it takes the Indians a little bit longer to score, but I like the way they're doing it. They're being methodical. They're taking their time. They're taking what's underneath. If they see a big play downfield, they'll take it.
Play action. No, yeah, the handoff.
Zion Molina on the carry.
Look, he got about 5 yards.
And that's an Indians first down.
Well, more importantly,
first down.
So they are under the 3-minute mark. Salcedo firing the pass. Good catch.
Great catch.
Yep.
And this is where you got to have a sense of urgency, right? You got to get the guys back on the line, because 2 minutes and 37 seconds could be an eternity, but it can also get away from you real quick. They're still on the other side of the 50.
Roger Dominguez, the catch. It was a 9-yard gain by the Indians. So Indians moving the football. 2:20 to go here in this second quarter.
And you see you got a tight matchup on the bottom here.
Indians keeping it on the ground. Salcedo will pick up the first down. That will temporarily stop the clock for just a few moments as the chains get set. So the Indians have just a little bit of a break there after that first down. So a new set of downs here for the Indians as Salcedo in the backfield with Zion Molina. Salcedo fires, pass, Esparza gets past, turns on the Jets inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. Temporary stop of the clock to move the chains, so 140 to go, 144.
And Esparza is having a good football game. He's finding those open spots. Quarterback is being able to pick him up. And what about the protection? Alamo Heights is throwing everything they have at him. He still has plenty of time to throw the ball. Impressive.
Very impressive indeed. The offensive line doing a great job. There goes Salcedo, one-on-one coverage. The pass thrown a little bit short for Roger Dominguez.
He had him.
Incomplete.
Pass intended for number 82, Roger Dominguez.
It's important to get points here.
Very important.
It's important to get points here.
I can't agree anymore, simply because you are going to go into halftime. you're not going to see the ball until after Alamo Heights gets the ball. And right at this pace, we're trading scores here.
Right.
And this is an opportunity.
Even 3 points get you in the one-score game, right? And so
here we go. 1:33 to go on the clock here in this second quarter. Salcedo out of the shotgun. Here comes the blitz. He has nowhere to go. Whoa! He bounced out, finds a receiver. The pass is caught. Unbelievable play.
Unbelievable play.
What an amazing play by Jacob Salcedo. I was ready to call in his funeral. He was going down.
Wow.
And that was number 16, Joseph Esparza, we talked about.
He's having a fantastic game. That kid is electric. Electric.
Now, I cannot explain that play.
It's like a little Julian Edelman.
Yes,
right?
Julian Edelman.
Man, oh, my God. You missed a utility.
So, Jose Luis Flores to try the extra point here. But we're going to circle that play by Jacob Salcedo. He's managed to put some pretty amazing plays together in his career here at Harlandale. I've seen him hurdle numerous guys. I've seen him run the option to perfection. And now his best Houdini trick of all, escaping a sack and throwing a touchdown pass.
Well, Bobby, there's still a lot of time on that clock.
Oh, plenty of time on the clock. Just focusing on this one play for just a moment here.
What made... Okay. Oh.
And the extra point for Jose Luis Flores is no good. We'll keep it right here, Bell, because I think DeMonte has something to say.
Well, there's still a lot of time on this clock. I think what helps them is Alamo Heights may have to be one-dimensional here, so you can prepare for the pass. You can anticipate the pass, so you don't have to worry about the read option so much. And unless they're just going to come, they're trying to get in the field goal range of what I'm saying, but it's going to be interesting to see if Alamo Heights keeps the foot on the gas here.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see both these teams respond. Regardless of what game we're doing or who we're calling, when you see back and forth, this a heavyweight fight. You got two teams 6-0 coming in here, and they're letting you both know that they're worthy of their records.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the Indians right now. It's almost halftime, and they're going tit for tat. I didn't see this type of, arsenal that they would have. No, they're finding a way. They're finding a way to get it done. They're scrappy.
You and me both, DeMonte. As I'm looking down, the schedule and who's Alamo Heights has played, and I've seen Burbank. I know Burbank's a good team, and I think Burbank and Harlandale match up well. That's a game next week. That's going to be a really good game too. But I see what Alamo Heights did to Burbank. So I'm trying to gauge this here,
Yeah.
I'm trying to gauge this, and coming in, I'm saying, well, I know Harlandale has got a good offense and a good defense, but boy, the points that Alamo Heights is putting up is very impressive.
Now, did Burbank play Alamo Heights at home?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
They did. As a matter of fact, that game was at the SAISD Sports Complex.
Okay.
It was a game that RC Audio Sports did. So the Alamo Heights set to receive the ball. Jose Luis Flores, I almost said he was perfect behind on extra points this evening. I did not want to give the announcer jinx. I did not say it, and it proves that the announcer jinx does not work. Onside kick played. The Indians might have it. The onside kick was first touched by the Alamo Heights Mules, but it did go out of bounds. But what about this?
That's a very interesting play.
Indians are going for the jugular.
I think you got to put that back. You got to put that back on the 10. I mean,
I don't know. I think what I can think, in my opinion, would be Harlandale psychologically trying to say, "Hey, we are not going to back down.
Well, I get the not backing down, but this juncture in the game, like you're in the game, they haven't proven that they can stop this offense yet, and then you give them on the 35.
Out of the shotgun, they'll keep it on the ground. Colin Ernst has it, and he'll be brought down, and he'll nearly get a first down. 9 yards.
And this is what I mean. This is what I mean, right? You give this explosive offense the ball on the 50-yard line nearly.
Now they go in the air. The pass incomplete. It was intended for Michael Terry.
Now I can get it if the defense is playing really good, right? And you want to take a shot, but they haven't shown that they can stop this offense yet. So it's just a weird call for me.
Yeah, definitely an interesting call. But it now brings up a third down here, 3rd and 1, with under a minute to go here in this second quarter. And Harlandale will like to talk about it. We're going to take a break, too.
I like that call.
You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports. We'll be right back. Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
Prom 2023 is just around the corner, and you want to look your best. At Rex Formal Wear, we've got you covered. Choose from a wide range of styles and sizes, and let our expert staff help you find the perfect fit. Don't wait. Come in and reserve your tuxedo today. Visit now and be the talk of the night.
Indians, after a timeout, we welcome you back here. DeMonte Alexander, I'm Bobby Mendez. Isabella Tejas, our technical director for the evening. Isaiah Castro and Claudia on the cameras. Big third down here with under a minute to go. Indians trying to contain this high-powered offense. One receiver split to each side. 2 backs in the backfield. Out of the shotgun. Handoff. Terry looking, going left. He's got room. He's got speed. I don't know. Will they catch him? The 5 into the end zone. 45. Check that. That's a 45.
Touchdown number 2.
55-yard touchdown run.
And that's why you put him on the 10. The 20, at least. It just gives you more time.
45 seconds left on the clock here as the Alamo Heights Mules set to try the extra point here. The kick is up. Oh. It is blocked.
He almost caught it.
Linus Flores tried the extra point. I don't think they've been successful on any extra point this evening, right?
Yeah.
The block on the first.
They tried to go for 2.
They were stopped. And then a block here, right? Am I right?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. Yeah, there you go. 3 scores.
Yep. Yeah, so we'll take a quick break, Bill. We'll be right back.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through.
Back in action here from Harlandale Memorial. The kick is on the ground. The Indians jump on top of it. So 44 seconds to go. Talked about the way that this is going back and forth. These two teams, what you can do, I can do better, it looks like. And, it's just really hard to contain the size of the Alamo Heights Mules offensively.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are explosive. And again, we talked about this from the very beginning. You can't stop this offense. You just hope to slow them down.
Right.
And if you can't slow them down, then you need to have your own firepower. You need to fight back with offense. And we've seen it on offense.
Yeah, we've seen the Indians able to respond.
And the way this is going, it may come down to who has the ball last.
Quite possible.
Right.
But I like what you said earlier. It's how long they can sustain this.
Right.
How long
right.
either team can sustain this. Salcedo rolls out of the pocket, being chased, fires a little short, the pass incomplete. Clock will stop, 38 seconds now remaining in this first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, at halftime, there needs to be some serious adjustment on trying to contain these guys. I don't know, it's easier said than done.
Right.
But you got to change up some defense. I mean, just man to man is not going to work with their stuff, especially with that read option, with the quarterback being able to, do what he does, and also.
Out of the shotgun, Salcedo. You see Alamo Heights back up just a tad.
Yeah, it looked like they just want to go into halftime here.
So it's going to bring up a third down, and yeah, there's under 30 seconds to go. I think we have.
Alamo Heights have any timeouts?
They do. I don't think many of them have been used, but yeah, there's less time on the clock there than there is on the play
clock. Looks like they're going to let it run and go into halftime.
They're going to run one play here. And they're going to try to do something. 1 second. Nope, they're not. They're going to take it into the half. Yep. Oh, boy, what an interesting half it has been.
We got a game, Bobby.
We have a game. The Alamo Heights Mules lead by 5, 25-20. Whoa. Bring it back. Did the Alamo Heights call a timeout? What happened here? This is that chess game we were talking about.
That's why I asked you today how many times. You can't get lax.
Riddiman wants to make him punt. Make him punt.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Or who called the timeout? We still haven't had any word here.
I think, they thought that maybe we were going to run a play. And then when he realized he didn't, he probably called timeout because he wanted to probably get that ball back. Yep, here we go. They're going to punt it. And look who's back there.
Terry back to receive.
Yeah.
Also back to receive is Bennett Johnson. What an interesting, just this chess matchup, right?
Yeah.
We don't know.
My thing is run the play. Just run the play, run the clock out.
Well, they were trying to do that.
Well.
And then.
Well, what I mean is, if you actually get under the ball and run a play, you don't have time to.
Yeah, and it brings up a fourth down, and then you got Alamo High still has a timeout,
right.
But here we go. It's
force them to use it versus,
Nonetheless, a third down here, 3rd and 10.
There's a lot that can happen right now. This could change the whole game here.
Out of the shotgun, Salcedo just gets it over to Zion. Zion is going to run it, and he'll be brought down at the 26, 27-yard line. And the horn sounded.
And that was a smart play. You don't want to put the ball in number 2's hands.
Oh, no, you don't want to put the ball in anybody's hands on that Alamo Heights team.
Very, very smart play there.
So that's going to do it. That's going to take us to half, but we're going to encourage you to keep it right here. The Alamo Heights Mules Marching Band we'll feature them. We'll show you what they're all about. So we encourage you to stay with us during halftime. You have time to go grab yourself some popcorn and a drink. Come back to your TV or your smartphone or your device. But we'll be right here featuring the Alamo Heights Band. We're going to take a step back for just a little bit, and we'll be back in just a moment. Take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll have the Mule Band.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Signed. Oh! Woo! Come on, baby.
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
You are now watching the Alamo Heights Marching Band.
The Mighty Mule Band would like to recognize the following members for their hard work and dedication this week. Band members of the week are Blakey Beesing and Robert Kellogg. Color Guard member of the week is Maddie McGee. Our section of the week is the Melatonin section. Tonight, the Mighty Mule Band will perform the last part of their competition marching show entitled Primary Sources. Tonight's performances feature soloist Sofia Cifuentes on flute, Julian Mendoza on oboe, Lawrence Sicoli on flute, and the saxophone quartet featuring Chris Scorpio Walker, Andy Lay, Raul Villarreal, and Andres Gonzalez, and Piper Smith on alto saxophone.
This is the JLM halftime show, and you're watching the Alamo Heights Marching Band.
Band directors for the Mighty Mule Band are David Stevenson, Matt Moreno, Troy Chester, Yamika Salcedo, Celia Romero, Megan Whitty, Sydney Robinson, and Mike Wilson. The voice of the Mighty Mule Band today is Matt Moreno. The Mighty Mule Band would like to wish the Harlandale Band the best of luck at the UIL Marching Contest tomorrow. Go Mules!
That was the Harlandale Indianette Pep Squad, and the Golden Dancers. Now coming to you on your screen is the Harlandale Band.
I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby! It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today. We welcome you back to action. We are still in the JLM Real Estate Investments halftime show. The Alamo Heights Mules just coming out. Now the Harlandale Indians coming out as well. It was a halftime here. The score 25-20. The Harlandale Indians trailing. DeMonte, let's kind of summarize that first half here. The Indians defensively started, or the Indians had the ball offensively, didn't do much, 3 and out, but then defense kind of changed the tempo just a tad bit as they created a turnover early on, and then it was just pretty much back and forth ever since then.
Yeah, I think if you're the Indians, you're happy with where you are right now, right? Your offense has been able to show some sparks to be able to put some points on the board. I think defense, you really can't, like we said before, you really can't stop these guys. You hope to slow them down, but I think you got to be happy with where you're at right now.
Yeah, and the reason, we have that mention of being happy down 5 to the Alamo Heights Mules is because this is a good opportunity here because I don't think this entire season the Alamo Heights have played a full 3 quarters. So this is going to be interesting too. Obviously they're going to be conditioned well, but game time conditioned because pretty much Alamo Heights has put away a lot of their games in the first half. So it's going to be an interesting ball game going forward. So keep it right here. I think we're going to have ourselves a treat.
Yeah, I'm more interested in seeing the adjustments. The adjustments.
Oh,
that's
boy.
That's what you want to see there. Yeah. And that was addressed in the locker room.
Jose Luis Flores put his foot into that one, and what a kick.
Yeah, that was the topic of conversation in the locker room.
What about this evening? We thought it was getting cooler. Well, I guess it's not 105, but still pretty muggy and humid out here.
And especially the week that we've had, I was a bit surprised how humid the temperature is right now. It feels like we're in the middle of the day, but we're starting to get a little breeze in, and that breeze feels good.
Yeah, the breeze is slowly coming. But here we go. Alamo Heights will start the second half here.
You have Terry in the backfield.
Out of the shotgun, a delay, a draw. Keeper, Ernst keeps it, and he'll get beyond the first down marker to the 40-yard line. And talking.
He comes up limping a little bit.
Uh-oh. All right, well, it looks like there is an Indian down. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue our matchup here. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
I have worked for Harlandale for 9 years. What makes my job special is knowing that the kids are getting a healthy and good meal to get them through the day. My kids come here. I have a 7th grader and an 11th grader, and my daughter graduated from McCullum High School in 2018.
Join Harlandale ISD cafeteria staff and be a crucial part of nourishing young minds. Apply today at harlandale.net/apply.
Come be a part of the Harlandale legacy.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions.
Luis Quintanilla coming off the field there, but he's coming off his own power, so that looks good. Wind's picking up, ball's on the ground. Ernst keeps it himself, and he'll pick up still a few yards, and that's kind of what they've been doing. Even the big plays for the Alamo Heights Mules de Monte have been relatively medium size, right? They've not been tackled for loss many times, but if it's not a really big play, they're at least getting good production.
Oh, yeah. They're moving the ball pretty well between Ernst and Terry. They're moving the ball pretty good. It looks like they're getting their chunk yardage from the read option. When they get the defense to commit to one side and they take off on the other direction.
Handoff, Garza will take it. Left side, he broke free. Garza, the 25, no one nearby, into the end zone. Huge run, a 66-yarder.
Touchdown, Alamo Heights.
DK Garza into the end zone. Those are the big plays we talked about.
That's the plays we're talking about. And you see the Mules even change up personnel. They're changing up the looks. Everybody's expecting, Ernst or Terry to get the ball, and breaks away for a huge touchdown.
That's that lead, that cushion that the Alamo Heights Mules were looking for if they're trading back-to-back touchdowns. The extra point is good this time as the Mules increase their lead 32-20 here with 10:44 to go in this third quarter. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
We welcome you back to action here as the Alamo Heights Mules found the end zone on a big 55-yard run by the running back, DK Garza. Extra point was good. There's a kick. It's going to drop. Picked up at the 12. Good run back all the way up to the 30-yard line. Michael Palomino. We've seen him in action this evening. Each time the Alamo Heights Mules have scored, the Indians have been able to respond to Monte, and it's just going to be a matter of, are they able to do this now, or does Alamo Heights actually make a stop here and then start to really build off of that?
Yeah, we talk about the Indians making adjustments at halftime. The Mules make their adjustments as well, right? And so I'm sure there was some adjustments made in the locker room, and see if these guys can come out and even slow the Mules down. But this is critical. They need this drive to stay in this game.
Indians fire. Salcedo catch. Good. Saya Molina on the sideline. Move the chains, and that's the answer for the first play.
Yeah, and this is what we've seen all night. Taking underneath what they give you. And he's able to move the offense that efficiently do that way.
You can hear the winds are starting to pick up. They are coming from, I would say, north, south to north. I don't know my directions. Well, they're just coming from behind us, and we're sitting at the visitor side.
It feels good, though.
Much better than 3
we were
o'clock, I'll
downstairs,
tell you.
it felt like I was in a rainforest downstairs.
Yeah, very muggy, very humid. Molina, the carry, has some room, gets across the 45 down to the 47.
And we're seeing the Indians being able to move the ball as well. You know, they don't get the chunk plays, but they do move the ball methodically down the field, which is very impressive with this defense.
Yeah, and they've mixed it up pretty well. They've kept it on the ground. Jacobs kept his portfolio diversified with his receivers. He's been able to touch different receivers. Esparza, even Molina has gone back as a receiver. Palomino has a touchdown. Here comes Salcedo. Again, good time. Rolls out of the pocket, sets up, fires a cannon down the field. There was 4 defenders, 2 receivers in the area, but Jacob Salcedo had to get rid of it.
Critical third down here. They need this. You know, again, the defense hasn't really shown that they can really stop this offense, so they're going to need to get a score to stay close, to keep this score tight.
I agree. If you're going to keep exchanging scores, you know that's okay, right? But it's not until that one team makes that big stop is when the tide starts to turn. Big third down here for the Indians. They have a 4 wide receiver set, a man in motion, a screen play out of a wide receiver screen. It was intended for Roger Dominguez, and Salcedo just could not connect.
And you saw Alamo Heights there bring the pressure. You know, he had to get the ball out of his hands quick, so didn't leave him too many options there.
I think we've seen the Indians punt once this evening, and I don't think we've seen Alamo Heights punt.
This has been the first stop since the first quarter, I believe.
Jacob Salcedo, also punter for the Indians. It's a high snap. He drops it, and he has to land on it, and he's not happy about it. And he'll come off a little limping. So the Alamo Heights Mules will take over in tremendous field position over at their own 35-yard line.
And you start to feel the pressure be a little bit too much.
Well, the winds are certainly picking up here at Memorial Stadium. Papers are starting to fly. Some of the coaches' notes out.
I got you.
Here we go, Alamo Heights. Very small field to work with here. From the Indian 35. Ernst on the option, keeps it himself. He'll get brought down at the 33-yard line maybe. Pickup of 2 yards, maybe 3, depending on the spot.
Turnover will be huge here.
$9:11 on the clock here. Those winds picking up. I'm afraid our tent's gonna fly away. One receiver to our near side. I believe that's Big Mike Terry.
Yep, that's Mike Terry. He's got a lot of room, big side of the field.
Ernst.
Gotta give him a look.
Looking back, it's a screenplay.
Screenplay.
You can tell the Indians sniffed that one out. But still, even though they knew what they were running, Alamo Heights still made it happen.
And, you know, they made that number 15, what's his name? They just made that swap. They brought him into play specifically for that play. And now he's right back out.
New set of downs, first down and 10 for Alamo Heights. Low snap, Ernst.
Drop.
Pass incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Pass was intended for Park Zunker.
it just seemed like that last touchdown just took the wind out of the Indians. You know, they got to find some type of spark. They need a shot in the arm. They need a big play on defense to get that motivation back, get this crowd back in the game.
Indeed. Second down, 8:05 to go in here in this third quarter. Colin Ernst himself, untouched, into the end zone, 24 yards. And just like that, that's how important each possession is here.
Touchdown, Mules. Colin Ernst.
And it seems like
so 24 yards on the keeper. Indians now trailing by their biggest 19 points, 39-20. The score here from Harlandale Memorial. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports. We welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Another score by the Alamo Heights Mules. They increased their lead 39-20. And it's really been Alamo Heights here in the second half. 2 possessions and 2 scores. Harlandale struggling now, whereas in the first half they were able to move the ball offensively.
yeah, they're going to need some kind of spark here if they want to keep in this game. You got plenty of time to do this. Just got to play clean football.
Palomino will take it out. He gets across the 25 and nears the 30.
Failed flag on the play.
It is getting increasingly windy here. I know there was supposed to be a cold front moving in this evening, so I believe that's part of the front. But as you guys can see on your screen right now, the press box that is being built here. This has been a lot of work here for the Harlandale Independent School District as they've renovated the whole area here. There's going to be a basketball arena put in pretty soon. The locker rooms have been updated to our left here. The portable buildings that house the athletic offices for as long as I can remember. I've been here since the late 1900s. When I graduated in 1998, that's where the offices were, but they'll now be in that press box there. Option play for Salcedo. Finds some room inside his tackle. He gets up to the 49-yard line. Brings up a second down here, and you said a word earlier in the broadcast and talked about urgency, and Monte, the urgency needs to happen now for the Harlandale Indians.
Yeah, if they're going to make a move, they need to make it now. You know, they got to get a quick score, find a way to stop these guys on defense.
Low snap, play action. Salcedo rolls to his right side, changes directions, pass is incomplete. And bring up a third down. Let's take a quick break. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
I had worked for Harlandale for 9 years. What makes my job special is knowing that the kids are getting a healthy and good meal to get them through the day. My kids come here. I have a 7th grader and an 11th grader, and my daughter graduated from McCullum High School in 2018.
Join Harlandale ISD cafeteria staff and be a crucial part of nourishing young minds. Apply today at harlandale.net/apply.
Come be a part of the Harlandale legacy.
Let's check in with Coach Robert Villafranca, who's over at Burbank.
In Highlands to play. This is, of course, the 7th.
That was, we checked in over at SAISD Sports Complex. That was Haley Wilson and Coach Robert Villafranca. As we resume action here, Salcedo passes incomplete. Well, the pass was intended for Zion, no, that Palomino, but the catch was made. Did you catch the number on that? Number 80, I believe it was.
Yeah, number 80.
Renee Renteria. So big first down for the Indians.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. You can hear the crowd. You get them back in the game. You get a little spark. They need a score here. Get back and play some good defense and get them back in the game.
Out of the shotgun. Trips to the right side. Looking for Esparza. Wind carrying that ball just a little bit. Oh, boy.
We're going to blow away here.
I don't know. Now I'm just getting nervous for our equipment. Pass was incomplete, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down.
Second down.
These
they look like they're tied down.
They're tied down pretty good.
Yeah.
That was a big catch there by Renteria. It's a constant wind here. Trips to our near side for the Indians. Palomino goes in motion. No, that's Zion. He'll take the handoff, and he'll get caught right away, and he goes nowhere.
So 3rd and...
Patrick Arriaga, the defender.
Yeah, that's a good open field tackle there. Alamo Heights, their defense is, they gave up a few big plays, but all in all, they made the second half. They made the adjustments.
And they made stops when they've had to.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Salcedo in the pocket, rolls out.
Oh,
pass
nice
is caught.
Catch.
Low pass. What a catch.
Now, do you feel like this is 4th down territory, or do you?
I feel it's 4th down territory. I mean, it's definitely not. I don't think it's. We know Jose Luis Flores has a leg, but with this kind of wind,
yeah,
I don't think you call a field goal for that. You definitely don't punt from here. So. We thank you for joining us.
Offsides on Alamo Heights.
And I know we cut away just a moment ago to check on that game over at Burbank, but that's our 2nd stream happening. So we encourage you to follow us on both channels, RC Audio Sports 1 and the new channel, commonly known as The Dose, Channel 2. Salcedo, deep, incomplete. No one nearby on that one.
Looks like there's miscommunication on the route there. Big 4th down, 4th and 4.
So now we're at that scenario where you're just talking about, is this 4th down situation here?
Yeah, it looks like they're bringing in.
Oh, it's going to try for a field goal.
They're going to try the field goal.
They're going to say we like their chances with the win.
Now it's still the 3rd quarter, still early. I don't, but you got to have this.
All right, so 33. This is like a 40 40-yarder? We'll do the math here in a moment. Jose Luis Flores. The kick is up. Oh, partially blocked. Ball ends in the end zone. Partially blocked. So dead ball. And the Alamo Heights Mules
good field position.
Come up big again defensively.
Come up big again. They've made some necessary adjustments at halftime, and you're starting to see them putting a lot more pressure. And they're not giving up the big plays as they were before. It looks like they're comfortable with giving the Indians the ball on the underneath coverage.
Alamo Heights takes over at their own 49.
Put it back on.
Back onto the field is the offense for Alamo Heights. Second half has been their half.
You got Murray down one-on-one coverage.
Out of the shotgun. They keep it on the ground. Looks like Garza. Garza gets across the 30 down to the 33-yard line.
Carried by DJ Garza. Tackle by Nathaniel Vasquez.
Second down and short. Two receivers left and one to the right. Out of the shotgun is Ernst. Pass. Intercepted! In the hands of Troy Flores! Flores on his feet! Down inside the 16-yard line!
There you go. There you go. That's the spark they needed. Now they need to punch this in the end zone.
Unbelievable turn of events here for the Harlandale Indian defense. Was that Terry that bobbled it?
That was Terry that
bobbled it. Troy Flores, the beneficiary there, to being at the right place at the right time, and then making something happen with that and getting inside the 20-yard line down to the 16.
And a score would be big here.
All right, here we go. Jacob Salcedo in the red zone. Reverse. Palomino has room. Salcedo to lead block. Palomino inside the 5. Down to the 3. What a great call by the coaches here for Harlandale to make a little reverse play. Move the chains, Devontae.
Yes, that's what you would love to see. You see the offense get a little bit more creative. They're trying to change it up a little bit. The offense was getting a little stale, a little predictable, and I like the change up.
Out of the shotgun, Salcedo. Option fakes it into the end zone. Jacob Salcedo from the 2-yard line.
The Mules said they're not done yet, Bobby. The Indians, excuse me.
Well, we built this game as two teams coming in at 6-0. The history of these two teams go way, way back, beyond 100 years. Pride in both teams. As Jose Luis Flores will try for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. The Indians cut into that lead, 39-27. You're watching great high school football on RC Audio Sports YouTube.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby! It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
welcome you back here to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Indians scored after the turnover by the interception. Jacob Salcedo running the option into the end zone. Lisette Luis Flores kicks it deep. Another touchback, so the ball will be spotted at the 30-yard line.
The Mules have to find an answer for this run game. They have to. I'm sorry, the Indians. They have to find an answer for this run game. I mean, they've been running at will, doing what they want, running left, running right. They got to find a way to the defense. Those big guys up front has to figure out a way to get some pressure in the backfield.
Well, if the defense, can make another stop here, or even better, create another turnover for the Indians, I would certainly cut into this lead. But that's a tall task here. Alamo Heights just dangerous when they have the football. And they don't make many mistakes. There he is, Colin Ernst gets the handoff up the middle.
And what you've seen tonight is the mistakes they have made. The Indians have taken advantage of most of them. They missed the first one in the first quarter, but for the most part, they're being able to, here with the interception, they're able to go in and get a score off of that. So that's, they're still got a hill to climb, but if this defense can find some magic here late in the game,
Second down and 4. Terry moves in motion. Or Terry setting over on the top of our screen here. Colin Ernst keeps the handoff. He gets hit, but not wrapped up. Ernst along the sideline. He's going to go into the end zone on a 69-yard run.
And see, he's getting these. They're touching him in the backfield. He's just breaking free, and it's.
Big touchdown run there by Colin Ernst, 69 yards. You're right, DeMonte. The Indians were there in the backfield, but critical to making the stop is to wrapping up. And the contact alone might work on other players, but big guys like the guys here in Alamo Heights.
You have a quarterback who's essentially a running back, and you're going to have to put both hands. Got to get your hands wrapped around this guy.
The extra point is good. The Mules increase their lead 45-27. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
And now you're starting to see.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
Another score for the Alamo Heights Mules, and DeMonte, I know you were trying to make a point here right before we went to break.
Yeah, what I was alluding to is, they're getting pressure, they're getting in the backfield, but they're having a hard time wrapping him up. And once you give a guy like Ernst a second chance, he's going to find a lane and take it to the houses, which is what he's doing. So you got to find a way to wrap these guys up. And what I was saying earlier was, when you look at that stat sheet, you see these high scores. Now you're seeing how the Alamo Heights Mules, how they get to that. They just pound you and pound you and pound you. And, unless you're going tit for tat on scores, it's hard to keep up with these guys.
So they threw the tee back onto the field. So much wind out here. The kicker took the tee off, and who was just content with one of his teammates hanging onto it or holding the ball as he kicked it off. Palomino off to the other side, and he'll be brought down at the 30-yard line.
I think the reason they got a flag on the play. I think the reason why they do that is it keeps the ball. Maybe it puts a different spin on the wind, because if you're kicking into the wind, you keep the ball lower, you get a little bit more trajectory
for the holder. Or the tee?
Right. There's a difference from putting it on the tee and having the ball.
Indeed.
so I think the kicker was trying to make a call there, and the coach.
Oh, use the tee.
Yeah, coach says, hey, guy, just kick the ball.
But while we have this moment right here, just want to acknowledge those of you that are having some chatter on our live chat here. So Manuel Lopez says Linsa. Victor Alvarez, class of 2007. Thank you for joining our stream. Manuel Sanchez and the Dojo Karate. Greg Borrego will say hello to you. Thank you for tuning in. Alex Garcia and Estacio Tovar. Tacho. Thanks for watching, guys. While you're here, jump on over to RC Audio 2. Give us a subscribe while you're there. We'll greatly appreciate that as well. And again, if you're just joining us, I'm with DeMonte Alexander. He's on loan from Documation. So we appreciate your support, DeMonte, and thank you for being here.
Yes, sir. It's a treat. Thank you. Thank you for the invite. It's been a pleasure watching these two great football teams go at it.
Now the Indians have a big hill to climb here with 3:13 in the third quarter. Zion Molina got the handoff, but good stingy defense right there as the front defensive line not letting go of the ankles of Zion Molina.
It's just incredible how quick these guys can put numbers on you. You know, right at halftime, we had a pretty close game. Mm-hmm. You look up and they're a couple scores down.
And usually, this is what we see in the first half from an Alamo Heights team. Esparza in motion, gets away from one defender, turns on the speed as he hit the sideline and picked up a few yards there, making it pretty manageable.
Joseph Esparza on the carry. My bad.
So it's going to bring up a third down now here for the Harlandale Indians. Third down and about 5. Salcedo in the pocket, steps up, fires, a little bit too high, pass incomplete. It's going to bring up a fourth down. And this is when it gets, a little dangerous. We were talking about this, DeMonte, in the first half when these two teams were going back and forth, and we talked about it. We said, well, as long as they can both keep up the pace, this would be a good game for them.
Yeah, and we talked about how, obviously Alamo Heights has the explosive offense. I do like the way the Indians are playing offense, but now their backs against the wall. They're becoming more one-dimensional, and, Alamo Heights just pinning their ears back, and so it's a little bit tough for them to move the ball down the field.
Salcedo with the long, short punt. Well, it'll take a Harlandale bounce.
Yeah. And we also talked about the bend but don't break defense, and I think now we're starting to see the cracks as we get later on in the game.
Yeah, and it all starts with defense, really, because it was going to be which defense was going to be the first to make the stop, right?
Right.
And then it happened crucially in the second half because the defense made the stop. They got the football. I say they, being the Alamo Heights Mules, they scored on their last possession of the first half, knowing that they were getting the ball in the second half. They get the ball in the second half, and boom, they've created their space.
Right, and you got to give the Indians credit, man. They're just undersized compared to this team. If you see this, if you're out here in person and looking at how big these guys are compared to the Indians, you got to give it to the Indians for playing as tough physical football as they played tonight.
Yeah, it's been a tough one, and the Indians making them stop. As we approach underneath the 2-minute mark here in this second half, or in the third quarter.
Second down and 6.
Indians trying to make a stop. It's been difficult for the Indians defense to make a stop here in this second half.
I can't remember the last time in the second half that we've had a third down.
Colin Hurst out of the shotgun. He keeps the ball on the ground. Michael Terry spins, bulldozes his way, picks up a first down, and gets to right at midfield inside the 50-yard line at their own 49.
And this is what you mentioned earlier. Even if they don't get a ton of yardage, they're still getting 4 to 5 yards, which is still significant.
First down, Alamo High.
Which gives you the physicality of the way these guys are playing. I mean, he's a tough player. He's a tough player to take down.
We were down on the field earlier to do our interviews, and you were standing. You're a big guy yourself, DeMonte.
Well, I looked up. I was like, wow. You're thinking you're going to see kids. You think they're high school kids. I was like, this guy could play college right now.
Oh yeah.
Like, wow, he's a special. And you can tell he's been in the weight room. Like, he's really, really big guy.
Ernst keeps it himself, left side.
Reminds me of the way Eddie George looked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, big Eddie.
Tall,
big, tall, lean, muscular. And, that guy gets his wheels going and coming downhill on you. It'd be tough to get out in front of that guy. Like a Bo Jackson.
Oh man, Bo Jackson. He was fun to watch. Growing up, one of the players I enjoyed watching both on the football field and on the baseball field. Second down here as Colin Ernst coming off for just a moment here. He is being replaced by Robert Mickler, junior quarterback.
And I like when they do that, preserve these guys. These guys still have a lot more football in their career to play. You get up by a few touchdowns, and also it gives you a chance to look at what some of your reserves look like. What you got coming up the pipe.
Michael Terry will take that as the horn will sound to end the third quarter. We'll start the fourth quarter. When we come back, we'll be right here. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
I've been working for Harlandale for 23 years. I'm the first person they see, and I like to work with kids. Here at Harlandale, we're a team. And when it comes to delivering the kids safely to school, we all work together and we accomplish the mission.
Join Harlandale ISD as a bus driver and become a vital part of our education community. Enjoy a fulfilling career with competitive pay starting at $19 an hour. Apply today at harlandale.net/apply.
Come be a part of the Harlandale legacy.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
We welcome you back to action here. We start this fourth quarter. Your score is correct, 46-27. The Indians are trailing. Colin Ernst came off for just a moment. Robert Mickler came in. Let's see if Ernst is back or if that's Mickler. Can't get a clear look at the jersey number just yet.
That's Ernst.
Ernst is back. Handoff, Terry, sidelines, end zone. Michael Terry into the end zone. 42-40, 58-yard run.
52-27. Oh, you look at the yardage.
Yep.
These guys are just too big, too fast.
Yeah. Alamo Heights to try the extra point here.
And give it up to the Alamo Heights coaching staff, too. They made the necessary adjustments at halftime. They look like a completely different football team this second half. They're not giving up anything on defense, and the offense is running on all cylinders.
The extra point is good, 53-27 our score. We'll take a quick break, And when we come back, we'll continue this fourth quarter. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby! It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
We welcome you back here to Harlandale Memorial Stadium, where the Alamo Heights Mules just put some more points on the board, and the Indians will fair catch it inside the 10 at the 7-yard line as the Alamo Heights Mules continue to put points on the board, 53-27. The Indians on an uphill climb here, but I can assure you the Indians will continue to try to get back into this ball game. So the Indians will have a fair catch will get them to the 25-yard line. Excuse me. I forgot that new rule in high school football. So Indians now forced to go to the air. Salcedo scrambling in the pocket. Gets rid of the football. Throwing across his body. He was looking to Palomino, but the pass was incomplete.
Second and 10 for the Indians.
So here in this fourth quarter, the conversation, I think, is valid to start. The Alamo Heights Mules have a pretty good lead, but of course every week, every broadcast, we pick a player of the game. Comes Zion Molina, and he'll get almost to the 30, down to the 29-yard line. But our offensive and defensive player of the game are sponsored by Martinez and Associates. And that's the conversation I think we'll be having throughout the rest of this broadcast. You know, we'll look at candidates and think about who that will be, and then we'll announce that in our post-game report. So we'll keep you here for a little while longer right after the game, but not much longer. As the Indians have the football. Salcedo in the pocket, plenty of time, has to get rid. Oh, he gets away from a few defenders. For the most part, DeMonte, considering how aggressive this defense has been, I think the offensive line for the Harlandale Indians have kept Jacob Salcedo pretty well protected.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the way the big guys up front has protected their quarterback, and but even the times where he's had times to, we noticed in the first half of the game, he would step up in the pocket and find. I'm noticing he's starting to do a little bit more scrambling. So I don't know if that's the adjustment that was made from the defense side. They're attacking from different angles where they're not allowing him to step up in that pocket. Short kick.
We'll take a Harlandale bounce, and then maybe another bounce, and the Mules will get the ball once again. And this is where
it looked like Ernst is going back out. You were saying?
Well, this is the point where I was going to look to see if Ernst was going to come back out.
Yeah, there he is. They're going to keep him back out for another series.
But and the thinking on that, what I'm thinking here is there is a big enough lead, right? And they again, we look back at the schedule for Alamo Heights and how they've not been in 4 quarters of their starters each game. We're getting closer to the end of the season, and playoffs are coming around, and even though they might have a big lead, but these players still need some reps too. as Ernst finds Michael Terry all by his lonesome. Huge 59-yard pass.
How many touchdowns does this guy have tonight?
Too many.
Touchdown pass to number 2, Michael.
I mean, that was
Terry
pretty.
III.
And what I was going to add to what you were saying was it could be there's some other things, aspects of their offense they probably want to take a look at and see how it matches up against certain defenses to take into to future games, and they're using that time to do that.
It makes sense, right? Because this is probably a better look that they've seen defensively all season.
I mean, and there are probably plays that they've been working on, or you just don't want to quite run them when there's a tight game. But now you got a little bit of cushion. You can afford it. If they don't work, it's not going to hurt you too much. But I mean, that was a beautiful pass.
Great pass.
And this is what I was saying. This guy can get you on the ground and on.
But yeah, they just made it look easy.
Yeah.
It's like they're playing football in the backyard.
And then when you got what's his name?
Ernst? Oh, Mike.
Number 2.
Mike Terry. Excuse me. We've been seeing his name the whole night.
Yeah, when you got a weapon like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy. These guys reminds me.
He's a junior.
He's a junior. Wow. And he reminds me of a Debo. Debo's that can run the ball and be a receiver. I mean, it's incredible watching these guys. And he's a junior. Has he been there all 3 as a freshman all the way up to?
I don't know if he's been there as a freshman, but I know last year he was with the Alamo Heights Mule. But I know this year he's had another spectacular year. But can you imagine being Coach Ritteman, knowing that you have one more year with Michael Terry?
Yeah, when you're in a program like this with the coaching staff the way they have, the players want to come play for you. They know you're going to compete year in, year out. And so, those players, obviously you're living in a certain zip code, so you're assigned to certain schools. So, but who's to say that you can't move across town? You know? Yeah. But yeah, they put together an impressive program. This is incredible watching what Ernst and Terry is doing tonight. Just explosive. They're very explosive, and with the defense that they have, no wonder they're giving the league fits.
So the extra point was good. So the lead increased 60-27.
This is getting out of hand. And I don't know if that's the highest scores that they've put up yet this season?
No.
No? Okay.
It is not.
Joseph Esparza.
We still got 10 minutes left in this game.
On the return.
Looked like it was...
This is in looking at this team, sometimes we talked to Coach Torres before the game, and he knew that this was going to be an uphill battle.
Well, I don't think this score is indicative of this team.
Correct.
Right. We saw the way they played. They're in this position because they have to play one-dimensional offense. Right. It's easy to predict what they're going to do because they have to pass. They're not going to run. So, watching this team tonight, and say if you showed me the score and you showed me the team, I'm like, no way.
Yeah. But impressive what the Indians did now. Salcedo's taking a break, and back in at quarterback is Ethan Tejas, and he ran the option there, picking up some yards. Full disclosure, Ethan Tejas is my nephew.
Is he a freshman, sophomore?
He's a junior.
He's a junior, okay.
Senior,
okay.
And Bella's brother. Here he goes on the option. He'll run it, he'll keep it himself, and he'll get across the 35.
He's got some wheels. To be a big guy.
Yeah, he's got some impressive. He's actually been fortunate to have some plays at quarterback, because just like the Alamo Heights Mules have really been a benefactor of a great offense and a good defense, the 2s and 3s also get good opportunities for the Harlandale Indians against the other teams in this district to get in some additional reps.
Now, what do you think the strategy is here, is bringing him in at this time?
It's get in reps. Get in there. This is your time to show what you've got, and it's all bottled up. You're sitting out there, you're waiting for your opportunity to get in there, and when you do, get out there and get you some. As the Indians will get a first down, but timeout, an official timeout will be taken. Are they do a measurement? What's happening here?
Yeah, they're going to do the measurement.
Shall we check in?
Yeah, they're first down at 10.
Okay, they're going to move the chains. No timeout needed. All right. $8:09 to go in this fourth quarter.
Tale of two halves.
Indeed. Handoff up the middle. To the 42-yard line.
What do you think it makes Alamo Heights so good? I mean, outside of the players, outside of the quarterback, running back, what makes this program, this team so good?
I think a lot of it is community. I think a lot of it has to do with tradition. Here comes Ethan Tellez up the middle, inside. Boy, he's brought down hard at the 32-yard line. Good run right there, right up the middle. But yeah, I think a lot of it does have to do with the community, the tradition. Just like any other school that has that tradition. You look at like the Judson Rockets and Steele. Those are communities that have a lot of pride, and I think it has a lot to do with it. I think parents that go there, they want their kids to go there.
So it's a combination of community, coaching staff. You get some good recruits in, and get that gut gumbo. Everything just falls in line, and you end up, having a good run. Got a flag on the play here.
Penalty on the play.
So that a penalty is down after a big sack there.
So it looks like the Indians are just committing to the run. They're going to run this thing out.
Might as well, it's just 6.5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Keep everyone healthy.
It also keeps another touchdown off the board.
Indeed. And they're certainly capable of doing it.
Yeah.
The penalty is going to go against the Alamo Heights Mules, pushing them back.
That was a pretty big penalty. Was that personal necessary roughness or unsportsmanlike conduct?
After the penalty, the Indians take over.
So just to put things in perspective, this is only the third highest score Alamo Heights has had this season.
Okay.
The third time.
The third
this ain't the most.
Okay, gotcha.
2 times they scored more than 60 points.
Yeah, no, again, this is a great team. I'm very, very impressed by the Indians tonight. They played some good football. Some really good football. They may be a couple of pieces away on the corners to really put some pressure on good teams.
Yeah, but I mean, again, you're talking about the size advantage between these two.
Oh yeah. I mean, Alamo Heights is very physical, and at some point, throughout the game, that physicalness is going to take a wear on you, right? So, with this team, I just feel like those corners are really short for how explosive Terry is. You need some of those 6 foot 2 corners.
But in this here for the Indian, it's never been that for us, right? As Harlandale, we've always been the smaller team,
short, scrappy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Grit.
It's always been one of those matchups where it's all about we're gonna put up the best fight that we can when it comes to these bigger teams, and that's what Harlandale prides themselves in, is those things. And there's a war cry here, and it's lean sides. Los Indios no se agüitan, meaning no matter what, there's always going to be Indian pride, and they're always going to fight, and they're always going to stay strong.
Yeah, and I'm looking here, and I think. Okay, yeah, there you go. I was looking at the scores that were posted on Alamo Heights. Looked like the highest was, actually Seguin was 48 and McCollum was 28. So
Ethan brought down, loses the football. I think the Indians jump back on top of it. So it'll be a turnover on downs. In that Seguin game, DeMonte, that would be a non-district game.
Okay.
So that's one of those where they want to pick a best matchup right before the season starts. And this is a unique scenario in this district alone. Most schools, they have maybe 2 or 3 games that are a non-district game to get ready for their district season. But because of the amount of schools in this district, there's only 1 non-district game for them to get ready for district.
Gotcha.
5 minutes on the clock, and the ball will be carried by the quarterback. And let's see if it's still Colin.
No, he's out. He's out.
He's taking a break now?
Yeah, he's on the sideline now.
All right, DeMonte. Let's throw in some names for Offensive Player of the Game, which is brought to you by Martinez and Associates. I know we got to talk quarterback and wide receiver. Michael Terry is an obvious candidate.
I'm going to give you 3 names.
Okay, let's go.
Colin Ernst.
Okay.
Colin Ernst. Colin Ernst.
We got to give him some suspense to stick around for the post game.
No, Colin Ernst is definitely one of them. Terry and I think who was the running back that came in and had a break?
Number 34.
You got to throw him in.
DK Garza.
Yeah, he's came in and gave a lot of great production for the Mules.
Definitely worth mentioning.
Backing up Terry. Yeah, he's had some pretty good runs tonight.
All right, here's always the tough one is the defense, right? Offense always gets the easy notices, but on the defensive side, we early on there was good pressure coming in from the linebackers. Broderick was one of the ones Coach talked about, and we saw him flying all over the field. So on defense, we'll have to start a conversation for that one.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give it up to that linebacker core. They've really, they've really been able to kind of make the necessary adjustments to put pressure on the quarterback. So, as they get another, that linebacking core is something to talk about here, and I think I would give it to one of those guys in that middle section.
So we still have 3 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock.
3rd down. Like the Mules are getting some players in there to get reps.
39 for the Mules.
Paul Navarro checking in on our live chat, saying Linsa. Thanks for chatting with us, Paula. In a passing scenario, pass is caught.
Who's the Mules quarterback right now?
See if we can get a number on him.
That kid looks good too. Number 15.
15, he actually came in just a moment ago and gave Ernst the break. That's Robert Mickler.
Yeah, he's got great fundamentals as well. Like they've got a good succession plan going on here.
That's what it's all about. Bringing up a 4th down. We'll see the punting unit for the Alamo Heights Mules. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left to go. Timeout called by Alamo Heights. They want to be able to make sure they've got the right personnel out there for this punt. Let's go ahead and take a break with them. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light,
light. Welcome back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium, where the Alamo Heights Mules are putting their finishing touches on their victory tonight as they take a big lead here, 60-27 in this fourth quarter. Make sure you join us tomorrow on an early broadcast, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's going to be a really good one. The McCollum Cowboys and the Houston Hurricanes. From Alamo Stadium, we'll bring you that coverage on our RC Audio Sports channel. I believe it's going to be on this one, but make sure you follow our social media, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, to find our official schedule. But tomorrow it is a 2 p.m. kickoff time during, or right at the end of what I believe of the solar eclipse, DeMonte. I believe it's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So I understand it's supposed to be dark during those hours.
Right.
That's when I believe the moon is supposed to pass in front of the sun, blocking the sun for us.
Right, and make sure you get your special glasses so you don't hurt your eyes, people. You know, I think they're making all the different trunk glasses. They're making like a Spider-Man glass. They're getting really cool with it, making different designs of the glasses.
Ethan Tejas on the pass,
almost
incomplete,
almost intercepted.
But we encourage you to follow us on our RCI Sports YouTube channel. Right after this game, we'll cut to a quick break. We'll go to our Martinez and Associates post-game show, and then pick our offensive and defensive player of the game, brought to you by Martinez and Associates. Diaz, pass is caught. Almost close to a first down, just shy.
Reyna with the reception.
Reception made by senior wide receiver Julio Reyna.
Under 2 minutes here.
And I can assure you, these guys want to get into the end zone. Diaz, pass, caught.
Great throw.
Pass is completed to Martin Gomez. Another first down for the Harlandale Indians.
I could definitely see why these guys were undefeated before this game.
Number 83, Martin Gomez.
Yeah, it's a pretty fast-moving offense.
Yeah. I mean, they got some players over there.
Tejas, pass, a little too much for his receiver, but there's a flag on the play. Coach Torres, I believe, is in his 5th season with the Harlandale Indians. I got to check my numbers on that, but Coach Torres, when he came to Harlandale
from
Edison High School,
okay.
He was the head coach, longtime head coach at Edison. A vacancy opened up here at Harlandale that had not been open for 33 years. So Coach Martinez before, Isaac Martinez, who I had the pleasure of playing under, was here for a very, very long time. And then a few years ago, Coach Torres came over and he changed the style of offense for the Indians. The Indians were not a run and shoot style offense. They were more of a pound it on the ground, pass it when you have to pass it.
Yeah, West Coast.
Yeah, and then Coach Torres came in, changed the momentum here offensively, and it's taken them a couple of years to really get the, you first got implemented in the middle school, and those middle schoolers got to understand this type of offense. Ethan, back of the end zone, incomplete.
So what you're saying? So I didn't know you were an Indian.
Oh, they say once an Indian, always an Indian.
Were you
but
one of those big mollies in the middle?
Yeah, I was the center, actually. Definitely on the line, for sure.
Yeah, moving weight.
That's right.
There you go. So this means a lot to you, being here, seeing the investment made in this community, the stadium. So this means something a little extra for you.
Yeah, it means a lot to a lot of us here. And there goes the Indians into the end zone. And that right there tells you what it means to us. Is to never fight, never die, never give up on the fight, always continue. And that's what this community is, DeMonte. And it's hard, even though sometimes some of us stay here, some of us move on, but we never leave. We never really leave, if you will.
Yeah, that's great, man. Well, I appreciate the invite. This has been great. I'm glad I'm able to experience Friday Night Lights here
definitely.
in Harlandale on the south side of San Antonio. Two great teams. And like I said, I mean, you can't look at that score and say Harlandale, they're a much better team than what that score looks like. And I'm excited for the rest of their season and want to see where they end up. I'm sure they're going to be no one wants to see them in the playoffs, let's just say that.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one and that's why this top seed is very important, that fight for the top seed in this district, because that very first round is a very tough round too, and that's something that the Indians have tried really hard to get past these past few years. But they've made it to the playoffs these past couple of seasons. But in their sight is to go beyond the playoffs.
And is that how programs are judged? Is like making the playoffs or not, or like you make the playoffs, you're doing okay?
Yeah. See, so when you start your season, and then your off season, you're going through your pre-training camp, and you're coming into the summers. The goal is always district. Win your district, right? And then the next goal, and obviously when you win district, you're in the playoffs, right? And then of course the next thing is, hey, let's win the region, right? Let's win the area, and then let's go to state. And that's those. And you, I don't have to tell you this. I don't tell anybody this. Those are very tall tasks to make. But when you have that drive and you have that fire, that is what makes athletics so important in life in general.
Yeah, it teaches you so synonymous and so many life in a lot of ways. So speaking of state, do you think this Alamo Heights team can go deep?
Well, that's they're going for a long run right here.
Speaking of deep.
Along the sideline.
Oh, good tackle.
Oh, big tackle there made by Nico Rodriguez. Oh, touchdown saving tackle. Well, they certainly have the personnel to make a playoff run.
Yeah.
But in you look at Division 5 and classification and 6. I mean, all classifications in this state of Texas, right? It's a tough bracket to be involved in. But you look at teams, especially 5A in this area. Alamo Heights, we talked about them coming in as being a top team in the region, and I don't see why that is not. Oh, I don't know what that was, but I see a deep run in the playoffs for these guys.
See if they try to get that touchdown back.
Let's see what they can do. And these guys, again, they're the 2s and 3. Well, they're lined up in a victory formation right here.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're gonna roll it out,
and they're gonna let the clock run out. So the Alamo Heights Mules will make a short trip down to the south side of San Antonio, take care of business. Off to a little slow start in the first half, but second half they got it together and put up some points, and put up 60 points all together tonight and beat the Indians 60-34. We're going to encourage you to stick with us for just a few more moments. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have our offensive and defensive player of the game.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign! Oh!
Come on, baby!
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
We welcome you back to our Martinez and Associates post-game show. DeMonte Alexander, I'm Bobby Mendez. We thank you for joining us. We're going to go right to our Martinez and Associates players of the game. First, we'll start off offensively. DeMonte, who is our offensive player of the game? Brought to you by Martinez and Associates.
Hands down, I think there's without a doubt you got to go with Colin Ernst. This guy's a beast on the ground, in the air, and just put up incredible numbers tonight.
And then on the defensive side?
The defensive side, apply pressure all night. We're going to go with Will Broderick. He led the defense, what I think in tackles. He put a lot of pressure on the court, on the opposing team, and was a catalyst in turning that defense around after halftime.
Well, congratulations to our Martinez and Associates players of the game. Again, congratulations to those two individuals, Colin Ernst and Will Broderick. You will see their information on our social media page, on RC Audio Sports, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and do we have anything else? TikTok? Either one. But we want to thank you for joining us, and especially want to thank our special guest, DeMonte Alexander. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Isabella Tellez. Thank you, Claudia, and thank you, Isaiah, on the cameras over there. For the broadcast crew, I'm Bobby Mendez. Good night. Again, we'll see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock from Alamo Stadium.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby!
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running.